Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another quick pick prediction video. In this video, I'll be predicting about in the Bellator, about a Bellator bout in the lightweight division for the undisputed Bellator championship. I don't know how it necessarily works because usually the champion wins pretty much to the finale, then maybe they lose or they win, etc., etc. But I don't know if every single bout, you beat the champion in the tournament, then now you're the official champion of the thing, and then but it's still like in the tournament, so it don't really matter. It's a championship bout for the undisputed championship, but it's still in the tournament. So are you truly the champion when it puts in? If it was just a one-off championship fight, then you're the champion. But if you win this championship bout, and you're not the champion, then you just won your bracket because you might have a belt around your waist and say, "Oh, he's the champion now," but you're still within the tournament. So like you're not truly the champion, I guess, in that sense. But hey, Ben Henderson able to pull off his champion, but I've been talking for like a minute. By the way, what I see in this video, I see in this prediction is lock confidence Usman Nurmagomedov. Wish the odds were a little bit lower, but it is what it is. I wish the odds should be a little bit lower, maybe like minus 700, 700, but it's like what minus 11,000 or something, minus 1,100. But again, it is what it is. And as far as this one, I'm going again. Usman Nurmagomedov lock confidence. I just don't really see the avenues for Ben Henderson. He's never been a big heavy-handed striker. He never really had the best boxing at all. He's good at kicks, good at wrestling, but I feel like wrestling, I think still the better BJJ practitioner for sure. And also he barely beat a training partner or a guy from that same group that's much lesser level than Usman Nurmagomedov. Usman Nurmagomedov like one of the that premier cream of the crop of that group, probably top 5 in that group, top 3 in that group, top 2 as far as lightweight. So it's a different breed. So you struggle to beat like maybe a lower level one, a lower level fight from that camp. Now you gonna fight one of the best from that camp. So like maybe the best from that camp. We don't know. Like we don't know what happens in the gym, but I would say for sure he top 2 in lightweight in that gym, and at least top 3, top 5 overall. Like we got, well, he probably top 3 overall. You got Umar, Usman, you got Islam Makhachev. I think nobody else really in that category with those guys right now. You got some other guys, but those guys ain't on his. Those other guys, obviously they're not even the same weight class. But as far as skill wise, those other guys like Tagier or whatever the case may be, those guys ain't on his level. But yeah, you can say Abu Bakar, he not on that level either. So yeah, you got a guy young in his prime, coming from a primarily wrestling, grappling heavy gym. So I think and Ben Henderson's wrestling offense hasn't been the best for a long time. So I feel Usman Nurmagomedov should be to stuff his takedowns pretty easily. I'll wrestle him if he wants to pretty easily. I feel like more so he gonna go to the same approach he did with Patricky, where he just uses length and blasted kicks from a distance a lot of time. And like it's not a case he'll be scared of the power or the wrestling of Ben Henderson, but it's just a clear path. And like for him, I feel like he's gonna just blast kicks to his legs, blast kicks to his body, prep him with jab. I feel like Ben Henderson's gonna do well to try maybe calf kick Usman Nurmagomedov. Maybe from there Usman Nurmagomedov might mix up his wrestling a little bit more. But for the most part, I feel like Usman should have him covered everywhere. He's bigger, longer, younger in his prime. Comes from a camp that could properly prepare for Ben Henderson outside of maybe the little just the creativity of Ben Henderson, like the calf kicks, the weird combinations, the weird foot movements and stuff, and there's the scrambly grappling ability. They can't really prepare for that, but a 40-year-old, pushing 40 Ben Henderson versus in his prime Usman Nurmagomedov, like I said, I just don't really see the avenue for Ben Henderson. But I think he'll make an interesting fight. But I still think Usman Nurmagomedov probably going to blast with kicks from a distance. Then maybe when Ben Henderson starts trying to have success with his calf kicks, I feel like Usman will cover that distance and probably let his hand go a little bit more. Probably fire with combinations, so Ben Henderson can't really plant behind his kick like he usually does or he wants to. Maybe look to wall install him a bit. Like I said, pepper him upside. Like I feel like the early part of the fight gonna be kicks. Then I feel like as the fight starts to slow down more, it's gonna be punches. I feel like it's gonna be Usman Nurmagomedov hitting with shots like in combinations, walk him down, clinching him up, and holding his cage. Maybe those elbows in there, knees in there, just really just smothering Ben Henderson with his pressure in the later rounds. Early rounds, distance. Later rounds, combinations and clinching. And to really not allowing Ben Henderson to throw those calf kicks. And Ben Henderson in the clinch going with that bigger young man who does have that solid wrestling background, solid sambo background, all that stuff. It's gonna be hard for him to have success trying to get takedowns on him, or in that clinch, I feel like he'll be at a disadvantage with the bigger, longer, younger Usman Nurmagomedov. So I feel like it's going to turn to like probably a blanket interfere in the later rounds, but like a standing blanket interfere. Maybe it's mixing some takedowns here and there, but I feel like largely like almost dirty boxing, clinch boxing, and just weighing on him so he can't have get those calf kicks off. I feel like that might be those. Matter of fact, that will be the most threatening thing that Henderson will have in that fight. Will be his calf kick. So early on distance, later on smother. So in this one, I have Usman Nurmagomedov via decision.